Hey buddies, so just got out of the screening of The Hangover 3. Lips are sealed till my review, per my agreement with the marketing company. But hey, I've been meaning to tell you guys about this. There's a story on NPR about a guy who just decided to walk across the country, and he collected stories from people, talked to people. He's 23 years old, and he was asking older people if they could go back and talk to their 23-year-old self, what advice would they give themselves. And it's one old lady, I love it. She said she would go barefoot more often. And man, it made me think how I used to spend my entire summers barefoot. Like my feet were black all the time. And you know, the early summer, like, you know, the month before school was out, you know, I'd run around, ow, 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 and it'd be hot. By the middle of summer, my pads on my feet were so, like, thick and strong that I could just walk around all the time on the gravel and the forest, everything. And that was, like, a fun little wild thing, you know, from childhood that I kind of took for granted. Speaking of wild things, I didn't catch you guys up on the trapping. So, Saturday night, we put 2 traps out, and within an hour, we had caught the breeder. The one that had the litter of kittens. We caught hers. But, you know, that's great, but now we gotta catch the kittens. That's how this last litter got started. She's probably one of the kittens from the other litter that we didn't catch. But hey, we just do what we can, right? But it's cool that out of the 20 cats that are out there, and the like maybe 3 or 4 that aren't fixed, we caught one of them. Pretty cool. We were thrilled, let me say. Needless to say. Yeah, I had a nice geeky little weekend. So these are all some postcards that I got. This is Tweeterhead, and these were at a booth with some amazing models. They had Skeletor and Beastman resin statues. Very cool. And this was a pretty strange little web comic. VelaQuadrant.comicdish.com. The guy had a model made of this ship. Strange little fellow too. Stuart Ing books. I put him on track of the Nikopol trilogy, which I've been looking for forever, and the movie Immortal, which I showed you guys during a DVD review a while ago. The movie makes no sense without the book, so I'm tracking down the book. Here's another one. This is really cool. The Adventures of the 19XX. Man, Magic, and Machines. The 1930s will never be the same. Follow along at the19xx.com. It's basically a bunch of people, and they're trying to prevent World War II from happening. Lots of cool characters. I'm going to start reading this. Do you guys remember when I was reviewing Freak Angels? Yeah, the webcomic. Well, I caught up to it. So, that was back in, what, February or something. Okay, here's another one. The Boston Metaphysical Society. www.bostonmetaphysicalsociety.com. I'm going to start checking that one out. Oh, then there's another one, Oh Hell. And these parents send their kids to a boarding school, and it turns out it's a academy for demons. Hey, look what I got here.
What's a baby? What's a little baby? Are you a little tiny?
Anyway, then there's Talking Eden. This one looked cool. It was at the booth of the guy, Fawn Davis, who has all the great special effects video. Then we got an announcement of slave labor graphics. The Art Boutique has moved. I talked to those guys for a while, and I can't wait to go check out their new place. And there's also, yeah, Ballman Comics. This is the guy that's in my art show, David Mahia. I pronounced it wrong. Go to this and read it. It's not PG, not safe for work. And last but not least, I might go to the Sacramento Toy Expo. Probably not. But if I did, I would meet Sergeant Slaughter. And I would end up in an itty bitty ditty bag. Oh.